Hi, I'm Andy from King's Church, Warrington. I'm going to tell you a story about what happened to me quite a long time ago. I came out of the RAF and I went over to the Isle of Man to join my father's business, which was haulage. But he also had a couple of trawlers and a small pleasure boat, which was about 24 foot long. We used to always go out on this together, and we used to go fishing with other people. We'd have a good time, a chat, have a couple of drinks, cup of tea, sandwiches, and probably eat some of the fish that we caught. But as I say, we always went out together. And on one day, he finally came up to me and said, "Go on, Andy, you finish work, take the White Rose out on your own." So I set off. It was a lovely day, not a breath of wind. The seas were calm and the sun was shining. And I arranged that I'd be out for about 4 hours. It's always best to let people know. And off I set. And what I did was I just trundled along out of Douglas eastwards into the Irish Sea. And I did that for about an hour, and with the speed of the boat and the way the tides were, I was about 4.5 miles off Douglas in the Isle of Man. So I threw the rods over to see what I could catch, just get them going, and then I actually went into the cabin area where the little kitchen was and started to make myself a cup of tea. Now when I came back up, the boat was surrounded in fog. The fog had arrived, the Manx mist as they call it, and I couldn't see a thing except the boat and within about 10 metres of the water. Now I don't know if you've ever been in fog at sea, but it's very, very eerie. You can hear nothing. I could hear no cars from the Isle of Man, which normally you could on a normal day. I couldn't hear the fog horns. I couldn't hear anything. But unperturbed, I carried on and caught some fish. I enjoyed a few of them on board, but then took some of them back home with me. Now, when it came to going and leaving back to go into Douglas, I checked the compass, and the compass said the Isle of Man was that way, but I reckoned it was that way. Now, being in the RAF and all the people who have dealt with navigation always are told to rely on your instruments, not your own instincts. So I was checking the compass to make sure there was no spanners nearby or a bunch of keys, which could have upset the reading. And no, it was definitely saying the Isle of Man was that way. So I thought, I'm going to take this as the truth and I'm going to follow the compass. So I did. After about 40 minutes, a dolphin appeared in a bow wave, which was lovely. And unfortunately, in those days, we didn't have selfie cameras or things like that. And it was just nice to see this dolphin swimming in front of the boat as I was heading out. About 20 minutes later, out of the mist appeared the Isle of Man, which I was very thankful for. And I could then navigate and adjust my position or direction to get through the harbour wall. Once I got in through between the harbour into the harbour itself, the dolphin turned round, looked at me and swam off as if to say, "I've got you here, you can find your own way now." And that really is the end of the story. However, obviously behind these words for today's, there is a model. And the model of the story is we should rely on our compass, and our compass is the Bible. It's not what we think is right or what we think the world says is right for us. We have to rely on our Bible, God's word. So like I relied on the compass, rely on the Bible. Don't trust your own instincts. And that really is the end of the story. Except a couple of years later, well, quite a few years later, 20 years later or so, when my dad died, we were having chats and cups of tea and cakes afterwards and talking about our past experience of what Dad had said and things like that and his friends. And my stepmother came up to me and said, "Andy, do you remember when your dad let you go out on a White Rose for the first time on your own?" I said, "Yes, I remember it very well." She said, "Well, he was at the window with a pair of binoculars looking to the harbour to see you come home." I never knew that until that day. Now, if you don't know God, He is your Father and He's there waiting for you. All you've got to do is return home, and that's it. So thank you for taking the time out to listen to this little video and watching it, obviously. God bless. Take care. God loves you.